I need a nap. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am doing a book haul, but it is a special and very specific kind of book haul because I was in Cincinnati, Ohio this past weekend. The reason I was there is because my sister made it to the Junior Olympic National Championships in gymnastics, and obviously I went to go support her, and let me just say that she killed it. Insert a few little short clips of some flips and stuff and whatnot, but it was all around a great weekend. And we went to some really cool bookstores. Whenever we go places, we always look for coffee shops and bookstores. And I found quite a few, and I bought more books than I should have. Honestly, was a little worried that our suitcases would be too heavy to put back on the plane. But it all worked out. We're good. The first thing I'm going to show you actually isn't a book, but if you are in Cincinnati, Ohio, or Columbus, because I'm pretty sure one of the employees mentioned that they have a store up in Columbus as well, then you need to go to a place called the Candle Lab. It's where you go and you can smell all of these scented candles, and you get to pick your favorite scents, and then you make your own unique candle out of the scents that you liked. It's amazing. I loved it. So this is the candle I made, and it has spiced rum, mint leaf, and chai tea. And then I tried to kind of draw the skyline. Not sure how well I did at it, but I attempted it. And it smells so good. I love it so much. And then my sister made one too, and hers has spiced rum, coffee bean, and caramel, and it smells like a coffee shop. It's amazing. And then I also attempted to draw the skyline on hers because she didn't want to do her own drawing. So again, don't know how well it turned out, but like, it's not bad. And then my mom made two because it was buy three, get one free. And so it was all around so much fun. And like, candles are like kind of bookish. Like a lot of book boxes come with candles, and like there's book scented candles, so it works. Plus they did have an old book scent, and I almost used it, but I really wanted to use the spiced rum, and the two didn't quite go together, although I think they might have, honestly. But the employee talked me out of it because he said that one was too clean, but highly recommend. Now onto the actual books. So the first bookstore we went to actually was a chain bookstore, and that was Half Price Books. We were actually staying in Kentucky, and we went out to eat that night, and we passed a Half Price Books on the way to the restaurant, and so of course I made a stop on the way back to the hotel, and I found The Midnight Star by Marie Lu. And you might be wondering why it's in like one of those protective kind of library jackets. Well, that's because it's signed, and it was the only book in the series that I didn't have, so I now have the complete Young Elites series, and the last book I have signed. So very pleased with this purchase. The next set of books I got at a bookstore called the Ohio Bookstore, and while I'm talking I'm going to insert the Snapchat clips I took while we were there, because it is a 5-story bookstore. It has a basement, and then it has 4 floors for you to go up on. Amazing. It also has a ladder, and let me just say, I got a bit too giddy when I saw that they had one of those wall ladders because I love them. But what I bought isn't exactly a book. I'm a little, not ashamed, well, a little ashamed. It's these science fiction and fantasy magazines. So I got this one, which is from September 1976. And then I have this one, which is from June 1975. And then this one, which is from May 1976. And both of these have that same little dude on them. So I don't know why that is. I mean, they have all different people on them. So I don't know why they both had the little thing dude. Maybe he's the mascot, but I thought they were really cool and fun looking, and like they just have the ads on the back, and they have some like ads within, and it's just like little short stories and snippets from sci-fi books that were new at the time, and I don't know, I wanted them, so I bought 3 of them. There was a ton. I probably could have bought like a whole year worth, but I didn't. Just bought 3. And then not the last bookstore we went to, but the last bookstore I bought stuff at was actually in their library. Their library also has a really cool book fountain, which is the whole reason we went over there, just because I wanted to do the Spider-Man poster pose in front of the book fountain. But then I saw a sign that said they had the Library Friends bookshop. So we went in there, and they had some like used books for sale, and also a whole lot of cute bookish stuff, and so I bought some stuff. First things I'm going to show you are the pins I bought. So the first one I got is this Jane Austen one, and I love Jane Austen, so I got it. And then the second one I got is this one that says my weekend is all booked, and it's just really cute and colorful. And I don't need these pins, and I probably will have trouble finding room on my backpack for them because I have so many pins. But pins are my thing, so. And then I got 3 books. This first one I haven't actually heard of before I saw it, and it's called To Stay Alive by Skilla Brown. And it's set during like the pioneer days when people were going on wagon trains to travel to California. At first it was like, well, I mean, the cover is really pretty. I love the cover, but like I read a whole bunch of books like that, so what's new about this one? Well, it's written in a really unique way. It's like poetry, kind of. I think it's supposed to be like diary entries almost. But, like, just look at that, how it like jumps when she talks. And I don't know, I just wasn't going to get it, but then I opened it up and it was like, well, I have to get this now because this looks really cool. So it's basically about this family in a wagon train on their way to California, and it's told in a really unique way, and so I'm really excited to get to it. The next book I got is it's just gorgeous, and it's The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and it's just a really pretty copy. Like, that's literally the whole reason I bought it. It's just really pretty. I think there's supposed to be illustrations. Hang on. Illustrations. It's just really pretty, and I'm pretty sure I don't own a personal copy of The Secret Garden, which I loved The Secret Garden growing up. I read it multiple times. I've read it so many times, I can't remember if I actually have seen the movie or not. I can picture the story so well, but I don't know if I can picture the story so well just because I read it so much, or because I saw the movie as well as read it. Does that make any sense? I don't think that made any sense. And the last book I got was The Salmon of Doubt, Hitchhiking the Galaxy One Last Time by Douglas Adams, and this book is a bunch of like essays and short stories and articles written by Douglas Adams that people went through, I guess, his computer and journals and whatever, and like compiled it together. I'm pretty sure this was like created after his death, but don't... Oh, there's a mud dauber. Another one? That's the second one we've had today. Ugh. So I don't know if this was compiled by him or like after his death, but I'm pretty sure it was after his death. But as you all know, I love The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Eventually I'm gonna read his other series that he has, and I want to also read this one just because Douglas Adams is absolutely amazing, and anything he reads I'm sure I'm going to love just because, I don't know, it's so amazing. So I found this and I decided to get it. So that is it for this book haul. I know it was kind of short and oddly specific to one area, but I recently went on a trip, FYI, and there won't be any video next week because I will be on another trip, this time to New York. It'll be my first time in New York, so we're gonna see how that goes. If you have any suggestions on things to do in New York, let me know down below. I won't have a whole lot of time for like sightseeing and stuff, but I do have a little time. And so far my plan is to definitely visit the Strand bookstore and maybe like a Shakespeare and Company, but if there are any other bookstores, especially used bookstores in the area that you know of, let me know, please, because I am on the lookout. I'm also gonna get to see Come From Away. Oh, I'm so excited. Also comment down below, let me know if there's some kind of like bookish item that you always go for. Like, do you always buy bookmarks? Do you always buy pins like me? Or do you buy like pencils? Or like what kind of like bookish thing is something that you like almost always get? Because obviously for me it's pins. I have a whole bunch of pins from a whole bunch of places, and that's kind of my bookish thing. Is it candles? So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all again in another one soon.